All right, fellas, let's chime in.
I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road.
Men have it tough because it's very hard to have a balanced life as a man when it comes to family life. Only mama is allowed to be broke and still be fully appreciated and respected. People say, we ain't have much growing up, but mama did what she could. I love her for that. That very rarely applies to a man, very rarely applies to a father. And so men are oftentimes put into this position of where it's spend time with your family, nurture your children, or go get this money. To even have the family, you got to go get the money. But in the midst of you go getting the money, oftentimes the family doesn't fully understand the sacrifice that it is that you're making. And so that's why even when the kids get grown, dad could have paid for every single thing inside the house. But at the end of the day, the way they view the house is like, hey, I'm going to my mama house.
And that is true because I catch myself doing that. And the older I get, the more I say I go to my parents' house. But sure, I've always said I'm gonna go to mama's house, go see my mama or whatever. Which I mean, that's just like I say, I mean, that's just the way we were raised to think like that. But the older I get, the more, I understand respect and value as a man, as a husband, as, paying bills, making sure everything is taken care of. I say, hey, I'm gonna go see my parents, especially if they're both still alive. You definitely got to give them both that equal credit. I remember Judge Mathis, him and his wife or estranged wife, she filed for divorce because he stayed on the road. She said that I think he said too that he moved to California, said they was gonna spend more time with each other, and he's still doing a bunch of stuff, community work, just work, paying bills. It's funny how we can say that kids think that money grow on trees and that they can tear up stuff, ask you for something, and you just throw the money out there. Not understanding the sacrifice that you make as a parent to make sure they're taken care of. Your choice as a parent, mother, father, what have you. Sometimes I think women think the same thing a lot of times because they want to live a certain life, live a certain level, certain lifestyle, and they feel that you should provide that no matter what. Okay, so you go out there, you bust your tail, working 5, 6, 7 days a week, 10, 12 hours a day, bringing in money so that they can live comfortable, so that you can all live comfortably. You, your kids, everybody lives comfortably. And they don't, it's like they don't, it's like everything is cool, but then one day they be at home and they worried, or sometimes they at home and they thinking, they're like, man, you don't spend time with me. You always at work. When we gonna do something? You're like, heck, I gotta work, I gotta do this. You want this, that, and the third. Can't have it, can't have both. If you want the lifestyle, I'm not gonna be here. This is something I seen TD Jakes even say. If you want the lifestyle, then I'm not gonna be here all the time. If you want me here all the time, not gonna have the lifestyle. Now, as a man, if I'm physically able to get out there, work, make this money, put us in a position to where we're comfortable, where I can come home and lay my head in peace and not have to worry so much about crime inside, around the house and in an environment that I'm trying to have my family in, I'll do that. But right now, I'm not going, like I said, but right now I'm not gonna sit there and sacrifice and move to the hood because right now, stuff costs money. Stuff, expensive. I'm not gonna move to the hood and or live in the slum so we can be around each other. It's just not gonna happen. Now we can sit here and we can figure out ways to take time out, have date nights, whatever the case may be, spend time with the kids, whatever the grandbabies, whatever, do that. But as for just having one and the other, you can't do it. Especially not now, the way inflation is and the way things cost money. You just it's just impossible to do it. And so the dad does not get a lot of respect for that because he's the one who's supposed to make sure everything's taken care of. If the bills are 50-50, he's not respected because why is a woman paying so many bills? If the bills are 75-25, if it's 100-0, then he's respected for the money, but now he's not spending time with y'all. So now she's still upset. And so she feels like she's missing out on something. We do got it hard as men. It is hard. So you have to say, You have to use the the damn if you do, damn if you don't approach. And I'd rather ask for forgiveness before permission. I'm gonna do it my way. I'm gonna make sure y'all taken care of. If you like this lifestyle, then you stay here and you don't complain. If you don't like it, we can change it. We can move somewhere smaller. We can move. Now, I'm not finna move to the hood. Look, I mean, I'm not finna move nowhere where my comfortability inside and around my house has been, is been minimized. Not gonna do it. Because I got somewhere where I work too hard to be somewhere just because at that moment you got some kind of emotion that you're going through. It don't make sense at all. I'm a guy that I will work 2 full-time jobs. I will work 6, 7 days a week to make sure things are taken care of, to make sure that my woman and my kids have what they need and to be comfortable. And if I don't have it, and if they're not exactly where they want to be or where I feel they should be, I'm gonna do everything I can to try to get there. Which means we can sacrifice a lot of stuff: family vacations, high price Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, things of that nature. I just got to do it. I'm sorry, and you may not like it. You can move on to somebody else and let them do it. You can go and take care of you a man, like for some reason, it seems like a lot of women like to do. And then you can live it how do what you want to. But other than that, you can't help you. We gotta do it my way, because when we don't do it my way and we do it your way or somebody, the woman's way, a lot of times time is wasted. And I'm like, I could have did a whole lot of stuff in these, I'm saying, I could have done a whole lot of stuff differently in the past that right now we'd be in a different situation. And I said I never want to be in that situation. Did that like when I was younger, not trying to do that as an adult. But again, like you said, the men, we get a bad rap, we got it hard. But hey, that's what we do. That's what we do. We take care of family. We make sure make sure they're taken care of. And that's all we can do. If they don't like it, they can move around. If they do like it, they better act. If they benefit from it, they better, I would say, keep your mouth shut and keep it moving and just roll with it. But if you don't like it, you can always dip and go somewhere else. I mean, that's just my take on it. Let's finish this out.
LA, I committed to staying home more and making my wife more of a priority. But as you see, I haven't. I'm still here on the road.
Men have it tough because it's very hard.
Because if you stay home, make your wife a priority, now he's worrying about how stuff gonna get paid. Are you sure stuff gonna get paid? Bills gonna get paid, this and the third. I gotta find some other way to do it. I'm good at what I do, so why would I want to change it? I shouldn't have to. You came in a situation, Judge Mathis' wife came in a situation knowing who he was and what he was doing and anything that he did. I'm sure you had to agree to it up until that point, because if you didn't, you would have been gone a long time ago. So we got it hard, but yet you're living in a mansion in California, and your husband's out there getting that money, and he's also in the community, and you also have your little community activism and your I guess maybe career or whatever you're doing to make money, doing what you need to do on the back of him, on the basis of who your husband is, for the most part, and then you got a problem with it. So yeah, Judge Mentor had a hard.
To have a balanced life as a man when it comes to family life. Only mama is allowed to be broke and still be fully appreciated and respected.
That's true. That's true.
People say, we ain't have much growing up, but mama did what she could. I love her for that. That very rarely applies to a man. Very rarely applies to a father.
Oh, when the kids and the mother will say that once he's dead. Once he's died, gone, and then they at the funeral, now they say, you know what, my dad did this and did that, man. Now that I look back on it, he did everything he could. Because some things they don't know, but they'll find out after he's gone or later in life. People say, man, your dad should do this for you. Your dad should do that. He used to do this for the community. This, that, and the third. Man, that dude used to do everything he could to make sure y'all had what y'all needed. And the kids are like, oh my God, we didn't know this. The mama knew. The mother knew, best believe. But she wasn't going to put him on a pedestal like that, because she was afraid it was going to minimize her contribution. But nothing minimizes that. It's just all in her head.
And so men are oftentimes put into this position of where it's spend time with your family, nurture your children, or go get this money. To even have the family, you got to go get the money.
It used to be that the man had to be established. and then they go find a wife, and then they bring a wife in order to create a family. The problem with that now is if a man try to get established, by the time he get established, a few years, the younger girls that that was hoping to date and marry, they done went out there and dated a bunch of dudes, bunch of no count dudes. Maybe created a couple of baby daddies, a few children. So then by the time that man has got himself stuff situated, he's ready to settle down. That woman's off pretty much off the market. Well, she thinks she's on the market because she's single with a bunch of kids, but he's like, I really don't want to deal with her. I'm trying to find one to start my own family, which is what I wanted to do way back in the day when I had nothing. But you too busy out there in the streets, didn't want to roll with me. So now, like I said, went got what I had to do what I had to, do what I had to do, got my business, got myself situated, financially pretty much stable, still building. Now I need a woman to come in, help me, be a helpmeet to me, help me grow even more, have children, nurture children so I can have a legacy. You mess that up by having a bunch of children. Go figure. And statistics show that there are more single baby mothers than there are single baby fathers in the black community. Go figure.
But in the midst of you go getting the money,
so you got guys who again waited to have kids, and then by the time they got their stuff, the girls that they wanted already had a bunch of kids, so they don't want to deal with it no more.
oftentimes the family doesn't fully understand the sacrifice that it is that you're making. And so that's why even when the kids get grown, dad could have paid for every single thing inside the house. But at the end of the day, the way they view the house is like, hey, I'm going to my mama's house.
Yep, that is true. But anyway, tell me what you think about this, fellas, ladies. Am I on point, or do you have a different take on it? Let's have a conversation about it. I want to thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you nothing but maybe a couple minutes out of your day, but it means everything to us here. Now, if you would like to support monetarily, you can always get a super thanks, super chats, or go to the description box, and there are links on there you can click on to help support us financially. You can also go to marlonmorale.com. Go to marlonmorale.com. You get 10% off your first purchase. We have like silk do-rags, silk scarves. What we got? Beard kits, tote bags, handbags, cologne, perfume. Well, all its perfumes, what I'm saying, super strength that lasts for days, smell great. I haven't had a complaint yet. Or you can also go to the shop button below this video where we are having a sale on our mini beard kits that normally $25, but now they're on sale. Check it out. They got beard oil, beard balm, and the beard wash, sandalwood, which is clinically proven to stimulate hair follicle growth. So let's get those beards growing. And if you got a beard, you want it to be a little fuller. Hey, I got what you need. Okay. But with that being said, I leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.